Oh, Los Angeles, California, the great KABC. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. How are you, Mark?
All right, sir.
You're a good Christian man, am I right?
No, I'm Jewish, actually.
Okay, well, in either case, you just said you were in favor of the death penalty.
But I think I'm a good Christian, a good Jewish man. Go ahead.
Okay, you just fair saying that you're in favor of the death penalty in this case?
Yes, I am. I'm in favor of the death penalty.
But you also said you believe in the sanctity of life.
Yeah, I say yes, I do.
Okay, how are those not diametrically opposed to one another?
Well, let me explain it to you. The unborn haven't committed any crimes because they're unborn, as a matter of fact. The people who commit crimes take another person's life, certainly under certain circumstances, premeditation and so forth. Yes, I think they should be executed. Are you a good Christian man?
I certainly am.
So what's this eye for an eye? What does that mean?
I don't believe that you take another man's life.
I didn't ask you that question. You said you're a good Christian man. What does that mean, eye for an eye?
You don't take another man's life when a man offends you.
I didn't say when a man offends you, you take the person's life. That would be imbecilic. What does it mean, eye for an eye, sir? I'm just curious.
Jesus Christ would not say to kill...
All right, thank you for your call. You're not going to tell me. You're going to speak for Jesus instead. Yes, I support the death penalty. Strongly. I am thrilled that I live in the Commonwealth of Virginia, where we take mass murderers, individuals who rape little girls and kill them, and wonderful citizens of that sort, give them a due process, as we must, through federal and state constitutions, where it goes on and on and on for decades at a time. And then if it's upheld all the way up the line to the Supreme Court, we execute them. If you don't like that, you don't have to live in Virginia or Florida or Texas or those other states. You can live somewhere else. The death penalty isn't something to be taken lightly at all. David Jeffers, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, my friend. Hey, I'm calling in as a good Christian man, seminary trained, master's degree in theology.
Wait a minute. You actually would know what you're talking about, unlike me. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, the Old Testament teaching, the death penalty was put in place with Noah in Genesis chapter 9 after the flood. And he said a man's blood will be required of him if he spills another man's blood. And unlike many people think that the death penalty was implemented by God for deterrence, it's there for punishment. So you're absolutely right, Mark. And Jesus said that I did not come to change the law and the prophets. I came to uphold it. And he said nothing has changed in the Old Testament. In fact, when you look at the greatest commandment, the first and second greatest commandment, what he has done is he's fulfilled and actually added to the commandments. So he didn't change. Jesus didn't change the Old Testament. He came as Messiah and he fulfilled the biblical teachings, and he never once. Look, if Jesus was against the death penalty, don't you think he would have spoke against crucifixion? He died by the death penalty.
Well, now, so Brother Jeffers, I think you've straightened out Raul, if he's even listening at this point. I don't know. Me.